Alright, there was something in the way. Alright. Alright, before I start with what I'm doing today, look at this. Found it at Walgreens. And it is 1/48 scale. I figured maybe I could, for Halloween or stuff, I could add maybe some blood or something hanging out the back, or figure out something to do with it. Alright, so first thing you want to do is clear off everything on the table, because I want to get the wires in for the lights of lights for this tree and for these street lights. So I gotta take everything off. Move all this stuff out of the way. These little tombstones. If you saw my last video that I went to the Overland Railway, I found this fall foliage there at $1.49. So I can add some what looks like leaves or something to the ground around the trees. So that was a good find. Train. Alright, so I need to add this under the layout, and of course I can't pass this through, it's too big. I don't want to pass this through this way because it's too big. So I am going to cut this wire, feed it through, and then solder it back together. And I'll do the same with the street lights. That's the plan. The wires is all like twisted together, so I'm gonna separate that up a little bit. So I'm separating them because I'm gonna mark them because I wanted to add them back to the same wires. I'm not sure, but I think LED does matter which way the current's going. I could be wrong on that, but I want to make sure I put them back to the same wire I cut it from, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, I'll just let that fall over. So this is kind of where the tree's going to go. So I'm going to mark. Do I have something to mark it with? Should have something to mark it with. So I'm going to make a drill a hole there. I gotta move this so I don't drill through this bottom layer. Alright, there was something in the way. wasn't off the table enough, but I didn't drill through whatever it was, but I did hit it and probably scratch it. So that's just another story of my life of screwing something up. That could be that simple. Alright, so right now I gotta stop this because I gotta change the battery in the camera. Alright, now what I'm gonna do to mark the wire is I'm just going to put a little bit of electrical tape on one of them. On one of them on both sides, and then I'll know which one needs to stay together. Now I know this wire goes with that wire once I cut it. I know, it's genius, right? Let's get the wire cutter and stripper. All these wires will be underneath, so you won't see them anyway, but okay, so I'm not gonna feed this down there and do soldering to there. I'm gonna feed this up so I can solder up here, if that makes any sense to you. It doesn't have to, because it makes sense to me. And then I got some like double-sided tape so I can stick this under there, making sure I'm not covering this because this is where I'm going to plug it in. And I want to make sure that I can still use the switch. Which I'll probably just always have on, so when you plug it in, everything turns on. So let's see if I can find that hole I made and shove this through. Looking like I might need to keep those together a little better, so. Ta-da! Alright, got the wires fed through. And then I also got this to help me hold the wires. So I can put them there. and the wire stripper here to such small wires. Even the smallest one up here isn't. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to put them together like this. I was going to kind of do it more in line, but I think this is going to be easier. No, I'm not putting those together, I'm just holding them both. See if this is hot enough. I think that's it. Got it soldered. Now I'm going to tape those to make sure they don't touch themselves to each other, to anything else. I don't want them to be all touchy-feely. And there we go. And now get that wire through. I'm gonna glue that tree down because that is where that tree is gonna go. Got my glue gun. Wait for that to warm up a little bit. I'm also going to use that glue gun for these cars too when I find out where I want to put them. Because my thought is if I glue like a post on the bottom, and since it's foam, I can be able to just stick it in there and it's not going to roll around, it'll just stay. Rather than trying to glue all four wheels down or something like that to make it stay, I'll just have a pull. That way I can pick it up and move it if I don't like where it is. Or if I want to change it every once in a while. Whoops. We didn't see that coming. Probably do the same thing with this. So you put a little bit of, is it warmed up a little? Yeah. Probably could wait till it's a little warmer. So that tree is in there, and I'll put stuff around it so it won't be this big thing noticeable. Alright, so I'm going to get all set up to do the same thing for the lights, which will be the same as this, and then I'll come back when I got it all set up. Alright, so I got everything soldered and in. So they're glued down there. And what I did for this is I got some double-sided tape. And I'm just going to stick this underneath, making sure there's nothing blocking the port or the switch, which I don't think I'm going to need the switch because it's just going to be, you plug it in, turn it on. Feel around, find a good spot. I think I have one right here. That under there, and then I'll tidy up the wires later when I get to all the other wire stuff to do that. So I don't have the splitter right now. I was looking for one. I went to a few stores and I don't have like the splitter for the port here where it has like 3 ones to plug in, because they all use the same one to plug in, so they'll all be on the same plug. But I couldn't find one in the store, so I might have to order one. But, you got all that in. And I'm thinking the next video will be starting on the pond. Tombstones here. Start on the pond here. Probably be the next one. I haven't decided fully where these trees are going to go. Somewhere like that, probably. Probably something like that. Usually along roads, they have like trees going along the sides of roads. So that just makes sense. And then I may even have this, you know, in the cemetery. Maybe even like dumping a body into the water or something. Maybe. I think the back opens. Yeah. I mean, there's like packages in there, but you wouldn't notice that. And then have a body hanging out like they were dumping. But that'd be kind of funny. in this I might, I haven't totally decided yet, but I might even take it apart some, so I can have car parts along here, or maybe it just like crashed in the water, or I could just have it parked along the side of the road here. I haven't fully decided what I'm doing, but some ideas I'm having. So yeah, next time I'm thinking I'll start on the pond. So leave a like, comment, subscribe, or or don't, whatever you want.